Welcome back to Write Your Book with author Sharon Hughson. Today, I'm going to talk about something I love, Scrivener. All right, if you've been writing for any length of time, you've heard of Scrivener. I started writing seriously and using Scrivener about 9 years ago. And I had been hearing about it for about a year from people in my writing group at that time. So I was like, what's Scrivener? How can I use it? What is it? And you'll hear mixed things about it. So I can only tell you about Scrivener from my perspective and how I feel about it. And I will drop a link that is not an affiliate link for you to check it out online. And I will tell you that you get 30 days free trial, or 30 uses free trial. It's not even 30 days. You go into it 30 different times and then your trial expires. So it's definitely worth trying out if you've been looking for writing software and haven't found anything that you like yet. So you can write your book with Google Docs. I've read books by indie authors written in Google Docs. You can use Word. You can use lots of programs, but here's why I choose Scrivener. First of all, Scrivener is made for writing books. Now, if you are a nonfiction writer, it's also made for that. So this isn't just about fiction books. They have a bunch of templates inside of Scrivener, which I just checked out because I wrote a blog post about why I love Scrivener. So that will be linked below as well. But it's made for writing books. It's not made for creating brochures for your family. It's not made for writing a letter to your friend. It's not made for all these other things that just word processors are made for, or that graphic design programs are made for. It is made for writing books. That is why it was designed, and it works great for that. On the level of someone who's just starting out and is like, okay, maybe I'll write this book or sell this book, or maybe I won't, to the person who they are churning out novels regularly. So the main reason that I love Scrivener is because of its organizational features. Now, I might be a little in need of being organized, okay? And if you looked at my desk, you might go, what? She's organized? Well, I know where stuff is. But Scrivener is perfectly organized to keep your scenes in order, your stories in order, your book in order, so that you can always find it, and you can label it with colors or with names so that you can easily find things. You can mark the scenes with a little synopsis so that you can always find it. Say you're like, oh, I wanted to add this to that scene. Instead of having to scroll through your whole Word document, yes, I did it before I started using Scrivener. You can scroll through your cards, your note cards, index cards on a cork board. Yes, that's an option in Scrivener to find the one you want. Click on it, you're in. Go make your change. Easy peasy. So many organizational features that can help you track your timeline, keep track of your characters, and if you've had them talking often enough, having them give their POV often enough, if you have multiple POV characters. There's a place for research, and what's great about that, especially if you're writing nonfiction, I did use it some in my fiction writer, but mostly when I wrote it was when I was writing my Bible studies, is that you can have your research up side by side with your writing document. Okay, how many of you have 105 tabs open on your browser, and whenever your computer crashes or your internet gets really slow, your husband goes, well, if you didn't have 1,000,000 tabs open, you wouldn't have a problem. That's me. I am guilty of that thing. And part of the reason is because I need that. I'm looking at that. I'm clicking between 5 different windows. Well, Scrivener is perfect for that because you can have actually up to 3 windows open at a time that you can have up on the screen all at once so that you can have the information you need right there at your fingertips. So I could go on and on and on about the organizational aspects of Scrivener. But I want you to know, maybe you're just a blogger. I started using in 2016 Scrivener to organize my blogs. And I have all of those in the same Scrivener folder. It's called a filing cabinet now, a cabinet. They used to call it a binder, but the newest release calls it a cabinet, which I love. So now that it's been 6 years, I could go back to 2016 and I could see if there's some content there I wanted to recycle. And it would be simple enough that I just copy and paste it, make a few changes, and out it goes, new blog. So whether blog post, whether you're writing nonfiction, or whether you're writing fiction, including short stories, they also have a template for that. So I love Scrivener, in case you couldn't tell. So the next reason, the last one I'm going to share today on this talk that I love Scrivener is because you can format your document into any file format you want. You want a PDF? Yep, you can compile it to that. You need an EPUB because that's what you're uploading to Smashwords. Oh wait, that doesn't exist anymore. Draft to digital? Yep, you can do that. Need a Mobi because that's what KDP wants? Yep, you can do that. Need to send it to an RTF because one of your beta readers doesn't have Word or use Google Docs. So, yep, you can compile it as an RTF too. So, whatever file you need, you can compile your document into that file format so it's ready to go. It's ready to get self-published. It's ready to share on your website if you have a PDF, if you're having a download. Or it's ready to upload to your BookFunnel account where you have all your freebies for your newsletter subscribers and all your books for your advanced readers. Okay, so that is a great reason for that. You can put your book cover in there so that file uploads with your file. If you're uploading an ebook, it's really just a great resource for whether you're going to indie publish or whether you want a traditional route. Scrivener has everything you need, and there are so many features that I don't even know. But if you're someone who has a hard time coming up with names for your characters, there's a name generator. You can choose it filter it by different nationalities if you want to. And it is amazing. I use it all the time, especially in my fantasy writing. So I love Scrivener because it's made for writing books. It has excellent and exceptional organizational features that you can customize to use how you feel best organized. And Scrivener will convert your manuscript into any file format that you want. So, are you ready to use Scrivener too? If you are, I did drop the link to Literature and Latte, who are the programmers for Scrivener, down below, so you can check it out and try a 30-day free trial. And if you're looking for more regular tips and support and have more questions, maybe even about Scrivener, join Write Your Book Nook group and ask away. I'm there, ready to interact with you. Until next time, write your story, my friend, because your story matters.